The first time I heard and sang this song, We Shall Overcome, was in 1990. I was a fresh off the boat immigrant, legal immigrant. Our family had just moved to the United States. We moved to Chicago, and I was 16, and I went to school, went to high school. Um, I was a sophomore at the time, and one of my English teachers was big on uh, the music and culture of the 60s and 70s. So we listened to a lot of Bob Dylan and Peter, Paul, and Mary, a lot of folk music like that. And one day I was introduced to this song, We Shall Overcome. I was a guitar player already. I started playing when I was in like second grade, and I could already play pretty well. I was already playing classical on my own, and lots of strumming and chords and melodic playing as well. So she had me bring my guitar to class every now and then so we could sing through the songs. She was a great piano player. We had an upright in the classroom. So I remember singing and playing this song quite a lot in school that year. And I had no idea. At first, I didn't understand what it meant. I barely spoke any English. And I would just memorize the words, we shall overcome, And but later I started to learn what the song meant and how it was written and where it came from. And she gave us some really good and meaningful lessons on social equality and social justice and things of that nature. So anyways, this is a song that went from being a gospel song to being a protest song to being an anthem song. um, Sometime in the 1800s, we have this African American person, I don't want to get his name wrong, Charles Albert Tindley, and his father was a slave, and his mother was a free person, a free woman, but he grew up among slaves because of his father. And when he grew up, and as slavery was abolished later, he became um, a Methodist minister as well as a gospel songwriter. So in 1901, I believe, he wrote this song, and it was titled I'll Overcome Someday. Some 44 years later, 1945, some protesters in, I believe, Charleston, South Carolina, these were cigar workers, and they were protesting their wages and benefits, things of that nature, and took this song and changed the title to We Will Overcome Someday, and sang it as part of their protests. Some years later, 1959, during the civil rights movement, people took this song that used to be a gospel song, made into a protest song, and changed the title to "We Shall Overcome." Also changed some of the lyrics in the process, and made this song the anthem of the movement. And I remember short videos that I watched and pictures of people singing this song, and it was quite a special song, even musically. The simplicity of it and the harmonic changes make the song really catchy and memorable. Now today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's an appropriate song to talk about. I have two or three quotes from him that I favor, that I like a lot. The first one is, everybody knows this one: darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And the second one that I chose is, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And probably my most favorite one from him is, I have a dream that one day people will judge my children not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And that, of course, applies to me and to you and our families, and not just our children, right? To everyone, really. Politicians, school teachers, no matter what profession you're in, every human being, right? I do hope you like this song. If you've never heard it before, I do encourage you to look up some versions online that have the singing part in them, and listen to that. I think you'll like it a lot. I would recommend the Peter, Paul, and Mary version, and there's a couple others that you can find. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to write them at the bottom. If you don't subscribe to my channel, you're welcome to do that. Thank you in advance for that. And here goes our song a couple of more times. We shall overcome. Have a nice day.